Here's a different one for you, and it's one I'm excited about right now because I just completed this part of my collection, the Racing Set for Game Boy. I never knew about this until I was looking for the Game Boy hip pouch on eBay a while back, and I found this one that happened to come with F1 Race for Game Boy, and both boxes had this Racing Set sticker. I thought F1 looked unique because it comes with a 4-player adapter, so I bought the game and hip pouch. And at first I thought the stickers were some store-specific thing where they were forcing you to buy them as a bundle, but after looking into it, I learned that this was a package put together by Nintendo, along with Super RC Pro-Am, also for Game Boy, and sold all together in a sort of large blister pack. All of these items were also sold separately, but the ones shipped as part of the racing set all have this sticker on them, so retailers couldn't sell these specific copies individually. Let's start off with the hip pouch. The cover art is actually pretty cool here, mainly because it uses the same laser matrix background that the Game Boy itself had on its box. Inside the box, surprise surprise, we have the hip pouch. And it's a pretty basic hip pouch. It's got that late 80s, early 90s black with neon accents look, and this one is in really good condition. It has a back pouch also, which was meant for the Game Boy itself, and the main pouch was where you were supposed to put your games and other peripherals and things. The back of the box here is nothing special. It just tells you should put basically everything in the pouch. Games, manuals, AC adapters, batteries, headphones, the game link. Basically whatever they could think of that works with a Game Boy. On to F1 Race with the 4-player adapter. The cover is very obscured by the racing set sticker, but it's kind of boring anyway. On the back it basically says stuff like, you'll have to be a world-class driver and to test your skill against 4 friends and, quote, watch their faces as they eat your fumes. Opening it up, here's the adapter. It acts as basically a hub that all the Game Boys would plug into. Everyone needs their own cable, but the real problem with stuff like this was simply that it was very rare for anyone to know 3 other people who all had the same game outside of single-player stuff like Super Mario Land. Even finding just one other person to play a game with the 2-player game link was hard enough. It's still neat that they made this, and I do love the novelty of it though. Then we've got the game itself, and manuals for both the game and the adapter. Nothing really special in either of these. Also, I will point out that this looks like an NES game-sized box repurposed for this package, but it's actually not. This is a little taller and thicker than the NES boxes. And rounding us out, we have Super RC Pro-Am with an also very obscured cover, though this one is a little bit more exciting than F1's art. Here's the back, and it tells you that you can use the 4-player adapter for this game too. And now note, this is a pretty fun game, obviously a follow-up to RC Pro-Am for NES. It does a good job of capturing the fun of that first one. Here's the stuff that's inside. There's not really much else noteworthy here, except for maybe the sage advice that if you are having trouble with the game, you should practice. And that does it for Nintendo's racing set for Game Boy. It's a weird little thing and was obviously meant to kind of push the 4-player adapter. I guess the thought of adding the hip pouch into the pack was, I don't know, honestly, maybe it was, those kids are going to have a lot of crap to carry around, so maybe this is useful? I don't know, whatever it was, I thought this was a unique little set from a collecting standpoint.